Hi everyone, it's me Karen and welcome back. I wish these are the 16 things that people told me before I started college. I actually aggregated this list by going through my personal experiences and also asking my brother, my cousin, my sister who's currently at UC Irvine, Santa Barbara, and Purdue what they wish people told them. So this should be pretty good info. So I'm gonna start. So tip number 1 is don't room with your best friend or somebody you are very close to prior to going into college. The reason is because people are different as a friend and as a person who just wants to go home and relax. And everyone's standards are also different, like their cleanliness could be different. And when you have a relationship that is pretty solid and you guys are really close and there are new problems like this that spring up, it gets really complicated. And also when you room with somebody new that you've never met before, you actually open up yourself to new people in your life and you actually get to meet more new people. Because when you start your college career with people you already know, it's so easy to not meet anybody new. And that's such a waste. You go to college to find new experiences. Tip number 2 is you don't need to buy that many swipes. I promise you, you're not gonna eat there every single day for twice a meal. There's gonna be days when you're gonna be out with your friends and you're gonna have all these leftover swipes that you can't even take the money out of, and that sucks. But with my school, the cool thing, when I was still at Davis, they actually allowed those swipes to roll over into UC Davis credits, so you can actually use those credits to buy things on campus. But my cousin from UCSB says that they don't do that there. So just my tip is to buy the tier 1 lower than what you think you need, and that should be enough. Tip number 3, you do not need to buy textbooks before the class actually starts. This is a tip that I wish so many people told so many freshmen, because you end up spending so much money on textbooks that you might actually drop out of that class. And the chances are there are so many students that have taken that class before you who's willing to trade textbooks with you or even sell it to you at a cheaper price. That happens a lot. So you end up wasting a lot of money at the UC bookstore or whatever school bookstore you're in. I would recommend buying the textbooks after you are sure you're gonna commit to that class. There are also so many resources on Facebook, which I personally use, and I know my sister is currently using right now, where they have student groups online that are actually trading textbooks and selling textbooks that way. I literally spoke to every single one of my family members who's in college right now, and they all told me they wish they didn't buy the textbooks as a freshman. Tip number 5, be friends with the person who is grading your papers. At a UC, the professor tends to not grade your papers. It tends to be the TA, the teacher's assistant, and I have gotten so many A's in classes because I became close with the TA. I'm not saying like be weird and buy them coffee all the time. Like, no. Be close as in go to the office hours and actually go to the TA with questions. There was a class that I took that I have absolutely no experience in anthropology before, and I straight up told him, like, hey man, I don't know how to write these papers, but it would be great if you can send me some papers that I can learn from. Being honest and upfront at your skill level and letting your TA know and communicating with them how much you actually know about a topic shows that you care about the class. It shows that you're being proactive about your grades. If you build a relationship with them, whoever grades your paper, it could be your professor, it could be your TA, they're more likely to understand where you're coming from, and they're more likely to see that you've been trying all this time. So he's gonna try to help you, and usually you get an A in the class that way, because I know I've done that. My sister told me she's done that before. My brothers told me it works. It's proven to be true and tried and true. Tip number 6, you don't need to overpack. I overpacked so much clothes that I ended up not wearing in college. So most of the time, you're not gonna be very cute. You're probably gonna be in sweats and leggings and crew necks and t-shirts. And that's actually completely okay. We don't always look cute. But if you want to look cute, there are also ways to look cute in college, and you can actually go thrift those clothes. But I would recommend bringing some essential pieces that put together an outfit, and I plan on making a video around that. Also, another tip to the clothes thing is bring clothes that you don't mind ruining, because you probably will end up going to some party of this or another, and it usually is themed in college. So my sister was telling me like they always have like Hawaiian theme shirts, so that's a thing that she wished she had, and also like just plain t-shirts for like highlighter parties or whatever party that you decide to go to that you don't mind ruining. Tip number 7, do not wear freshman gear your first week of school because you'll be targeted as a noob. And I know you guys don't like to hear this and I don't like to say this, but it's true. I just spoke to my cousin from UCSB and she said that like freshmen who wear school apparel the first week, they actually fill up balloons with pee and they throw at them. It sucks, but that shit happens. So I'm just trying to protect you guys. Don't wear freshman apparel, like anything that says like, ooh, freshman, any free t-shirts that you get as a freshman. Try to keep that on the DL just so you don't get targeted. Number 8, when you're living at the dorm, keep your door open. Freshman year is a year where it's okay to make millions of friends that you don't even remember you added them to your Instagram or your Facebook or your Snapchat, okay? Visit as many clubs, go to as many events, meet as many people, even go dorm hopping. Do that stuff because once you're a sophomore, once you move out of the dorms, your life will be completely different. All the friends that you've made will dwindle down to your core circle of friends. Freshman year really sets a precedent of how the rest of the 3 years of your college career is gonna be like and who you surround yourself with. So as a freshman, if you lock yourself up in a room and you don't keep your door open, if you're not very friendly or putting yourself out there, then you'll end up with not having a huge variety of friends or meeting cool people. So freshman year, just try, meet people. Tip number 9, do not join sororities or fraternities unless you are sure you want to dedicate all 4 years of your collegiate career to this fraternity, to this social group. I was in a business fraternity. They suck up your entire life. You're breathing it, you're living it, you're sleeping it, you're just doing fraternity and sorority stuff. You're just pledging. So as a freshman, I really don't encourage you to jump into just one thing and surround yourself with all the same types of people. You're really limiting yourself to how many types of people and personalities you get to come across. So this is a tip for, let's say you're later on in your collegiate career, is that I wouldn't join a fraternity or sorority unless you have your time management skills just down to the bone. I know that I didn't have the best time management skills when I joined and my grades suffered. A tip for making sure you're on top of your things is actually a tip that my sister gave me. I have this sheet of like craziness written down here. She said that a planner is key. So you must buy a planner because there's so much crap going on in your life that you won't keep track of all that. It's different for everyone. You can log it in your phone, in your iPad, your computer. And she was telling me she color codes her planner by classes and then she highlights it with different colors. So let's say if it's a science class, it's yellow. If it's an English class, it's pink. That helped her a lot. So hopefully that will help you. That is also something similar that I did when I was in college. Tip number 10, have frozen food in your fridge because you will be studying and pulling all-nighters sometimes and you will be super hungry at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning and you just want something hot to eat. I had an electric water kettle and what I used to do is actually put my ramen in there and cook my ramen in the electric water kettle. That prevented me from starving so many nights as a freshman. When you're sick too, sometimes you don't feel like going to the dining commons to get your food. So having like canned chicken noodle soup in your room was so key for me because when I was sick, I would just like pour that shit in my water kettle and I would just heat that up in there. I didn't even need a stove and that always helped me feel better too. Tip number 11, be open-minded to the different levels of dirtiness that you're gonna encounter in college. Everyone has a different level of cleanliness and what they consider to be clean. You're just gonna have to have so many of these conversations with your roommate and be open-minded and try not to take anything personally because everyone grew up in a different household. Being open-minded and, you know, just kind of even sometimes sucking it up if something is just really dirty, just cleaning it because everyone is different, but also communicating that with your roommate is key. Number 12, bring a water bottle with you on campus because there are so many water stations to refill your water bottle, and you will be super thirsty throughout the day. You will probably be spending 5-hour blocks on campus or even longer than that. I sometimes spend 12-hour blocks on campus because after I'm done with classes, I just want to head straight to the library so I don't break my concentration and I just keep studying. I remember I peed a lot in the school library because I had my water bottle with me. Shove some snacks in your backpack because you'll be hungry in between classes. Tip number 13, keep a bag of essential goodies in your backpack. You never know when you might end up sleeping over somewhere or you're studying overnight and whatever the case. If you end up sleeping over somewhere, you won't have contacts stuck in your eyes that's super dry. So what I used to do is actually carry a contact lens case, and I would squeeze solution in there and just carry it with me in my like makeup bag with eyeliner, with a lip balm, with some blush, some lotion, some contact solution in a case. I don't know, whatever your essentials are. Final tip is to do what you love. And if you don't know what it is, then just keep trying. Whole bunch of different things. It's okay to switch majors. It's okay because you're just figuring it out. But if you know exactly what you want to do and there are other people telling you not to do that, I would respectfully talk to them and decline their opinion, because this is your life you're leading. This is the beginning of your life that you're leading. I'm saying that one more time because I really want that to resonate with you. This is your life you're leading. All the decisions you're making in college will affect you and you alone. Make those decisions for yourself. Don't let other people's opinions influence what you really want. And finally, like I said, have fun. This video was super fun to make. I think I'm gonna have like more of these college videos. The next one will be on internships and how to get internships. I know a lot of you guys are really into and you guys really love these talking to camera videos. So I'm actually gonna be doing more of that on YouNow, which is a live streaming platform, and I'm just gonna be hanging out with you guys every single week, once a week at the very least. And I've actually asked you guys, someone on Snapchat, to go on my Twitter to let me know which day would be the best day for me to be streaming each week. I've had some of you guys already responding to me and voting, so if you haven't voted, please go on my Twitter right now. My handle is at IAMKARENO. I think I have Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Let me know which of those days you would like me to start live streaming. We can have like hour sessions. That's what I've been doing. Just like answering your questions, hanging out with you guys, and even like sharing with you guys some DL secrets that I'm not releasing on YouTube yet. I'll see you on YouNow at IAMKARENO, and make sure you vote on Twitter. I don't usually talk this much. Okay, final thing. I actually want to host like weekly contests on the BB Gang 90, which is the BB Hood's Instagram account. If you guys have outfits that you want to share throughout the week, then just hashtag your photo BB Hoods. I'm gonna be picking like my favorite outfits and uploading them onto that Instagram. If any of you guys that are watching are in college right now, if you've graduated college and you have tips of your own that you want to share with everybody else that's watching, leave them down below, because all of your guys' opinions are super insightful, and I actually love reading it because I think it's really funny to go back and be like, oh man, I wish I knew that. So yeah, please let everybody know, share with the community your knowledge. Good luck, you freshman nerds. So excited for you guys because freshman year was my all-time favorite year of college. You guys are gonna have so much fun. Okay, bye everyone. See you guys next time.